How's everyone doing? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we have a Doom Tower reset. We have the Eternal Dragon. I'm going to do something different this time. I've been climbing up the normal side on previous videos. Today, for this reset, we're going to be climbing up the hard side. So, I wasn't able to get the full 12 for the last one. Hopefully we'll get them this time. Here we go. Alright, so unfortunately, spoiler alert, I already beat Secret Room number 1 by accident. Trying out a team on auto real fast, turned around, started talking to somebody, turned back around, and the match was already finished. So we're going to have to go ahead and recreate this. Here's the team I used. We have Achak the Wendarin, we have Uugo, Rector Drath, Geomancer, and Shatterbones. Let's go over the team composition and see what they're doing. So what I wanted to get is a very balanced team as usual. We're going to skip the 50s this time because we're on hard side. And while I'm sure we could beat it with some 50s or some very well-geared 50s or the right 50s, like if Rector Drath is 50 or something like that, I'm not really going to focus on that too much. The hard side is really about doing hard stuff. So we have hard battles. We have champions we need to get up. Today we have epic champions only. So let's talk about a balanced team composition. So we need things like damage. Obviously, can't win a fight if you can't kill nobody. Number 2, you're going to need healing, or if not, resurrections of some sort. And then very good to have on most teams is some sort of CC crowd control champion, whether it's provoke, it's freeze, it's stuns, it's all different kinds of things. It doesn't really matter what it is. Now, turn meter control is another big deal here. We got Shatterbones in this team composition. So removing the enemy's turn meter. That in CC is very much an easy way to complete most rooms. So if you have enough CC options, you have enough turn meter control, and you're fast enough, you're really going to have no problems beating most rooms. But you need the champions leveled up, the right ones anyways, and you also need levels. And you all need gear as well. You know, really good gear. The higher in the gear, the better. And that seems to be the biggest obstacle in this game that I would see, is even for me at a high-end level, my gear does not feel very high-end or in-game level to me a lot of times. And that's because I either don't have the right gear pieces, I didn't get the right gear rolls, random, RNG, or I didn't get enough glyphs or the right glyphs, or RNG glyph them high enough to make them matter. So getting the right gear in this game is going to be the challenge from day 1 to the end when you stop playing. So that's the serious grind. Now, whether you get the champion or not, like have a Rector Drath, that's like the immediate problem you have, right? I need a champion. I need to build my champion squad out. But once you got the champions, it's all about that gear. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. We got Rector Drath here for the resurrections. Uugo provides something else I didn't mention, which is block buffs debuff. Now, that might not be a big deal on this wave here, but it's a big deal on most waves, especially in the hard stuff in this game, like Doom Tower waves and other stuff. So let's go ahead and get started with the match. Here we go. All right, so we got a Skull Crown. We got a Cardinal. Let's go ahead and focus on the Cardinal first. Now, if the Cardinal resurrects anybody, they'll come back with a full turn meter. We want her to die and not resurrect anybody. Achak the Wendarin is a very good turn meter control champ here. DPS base. Skull Crown's very nice DPS champion. I think it's Exemplar over here. Warcaster, all DPS types. Warcaster, though, can actually put on, I think it's the block damage buff. So having the block buffs debuff here on this wave is very nice for that, is if he gets a turn, which I don't think he's going to. We shall see. But that's the thing about Shatterbones. The Shatterbones is going to come still about 90% of your turn meter, and it's going to be very difficult for you to get a turn. Now, whether we have enough DPS to finish them off before they get a turn, we'll see. That's another thing, too. We got Rector Drath here with the heals. Wow. Already getting stomped. So Shatterbones, I think Shatterbones' gear is a little bit low. So that could be a reason why he just got annihilated. But I was going to say that if you don't have the need for all the resurrections and healers, I mean, you might as well drop one of them and bring some extra DPS. What happens on a wave like that is if they don't hit me, I don't die. We don't got to worry about it. So having a proper amount of DPS is still a big concern for these waves. Got Warcaster left. You wish they'd use their A1s only when there's only one enemy left instead of busting A2s and A3s out, but I have a feeling we'll see no, it looks like we might just get through it. No, he used the A2. There we go. So missed the turn meter control on this one here. Wish he had dropped that. So we have Caden, we have Crypt Witch. I think this is a Cage Breaker. Not sure which this is Jareg or might be Fushan. I think it's Jareg, to be honest. Then we got a Warcaster over here. Let's go ahead and target Caden because Caden can resurrect. He's also defense based, so he's gonna be pretty tanky. Jareg does exactly what you saw over here. He puts on the ally protection. Like we'll knock out Caden here pretty soon. There we go. Okay, so as long as you can take these guys out without taking too much damage. And Cage Breaker here is the only real damage option I got to worry about. Crypt Witch is frozen, should die soon. Damage is not very much here, so looking good, looking good. A Rector Drath is very overpowered because she can actually heal you every single time you get a turn. These characters are getting healed up literally every time they get a turn, as opposed to having to wait for her turn to come around. And Uugo actually comes in with some big heals as well. Good target Cage Breaker and kill Jogger with an AoE like that one. Do the same thing with Cage Breaker. Target this guy over here. Not sure exactly who that is. Well, it's Warcaster. Never mind. For some reason I'm like confused like by his armor being so dark. Thought it was a little bit lighter. Alright, so here we go into round 2. Moving on to round 3. Wish you'd finish them off before they use their A2s and A3s, but again, it's not happening. We'd have to take it off auto, which is no problem doing that. If you guys want to play it on not auto, that's probably a better way to play it. Here we got, I think it's Basilisk. Can't remember exactly her name. It's Talia, maybe. And then we got the Cage Breakers. Now, Cage Breakers do quite a bit of damage, so I would say that literally all these guys are damage dealers that can do some pretty decent damage. So having them frozen here is very beneficial. This is either Jareng or it's Basilisk. I'm thinking it's Basilisk, and Basilisk has the AoE on the A1 and a stun on the A2, so we want to get this guy dead fast. And I'm pretty sure he resurrects himself when he dies too, so we'll have to kill him twice. We'll go ahead and focus on the one Cage Breaker, and then we'll take out the other one later. Doesn't make sense to spread the DPS between the two. The Veil is very good for AoE damage, but not so much for the single target. Hopefully finish him off here in the next hit or two. My Geomancer is built for kind of sustainability to survive. Survivability, not really for DPS per se, so those A1s don't really hit very hard. Right, 2 down, 3 to go. Let's go ahead and focus on the Cage Breaker. We'll let the AoEs finish off these two. So the block buffs debuff, very beneficial. Decreased defense from A2 of Uugo, and then we have Shatterbones. Perimeter control is super nice in this game. The freeze from Achak the Wendarin obviously is very clutch. These guys are just debuffed to high heavens. Like, it's debuff city over here. It's debuff craziness. That's what you want to see, too. You want to see these guys as debuffed to the point where they're just, like, incapacitated. They're not doing anything. It's just a one-sided adventure here. All right, so there we go. We got a victory. We got no reward this time because, like I said, I'm a dummy and autoed it. So we had the best time over here. Apparently, we did 20 turns sooner last time. We got Achak the Wendarin here with 206,000 DPS damage, 282,000 from Uugo, 175, kind of surprising over here from Rector Drath. Geomancer bringing the bulk of the damage with 674,000. Shatterbones at 290,000. As you can see, like the turn meter control here is very much what he's doing, although he brings a fair amount of DPS as well. But you can see that Rector Drath, being a pure healer here, is almost close to him in DPS. This is because she's in a Relentless set, but at the same time, Uugo's over here doing about the same damage as Shatterbones. You can see this is a very, like, not DPS heavy team here. Healing, we had 90,000 from Achak. We had 368,000 from Uugo. 1,364,000 from Rector Drath. Big boy healing right there. Big girl healing. We got 16,000 from Geomancer and 7,000 from Shatterbones. Let's go check out the gear real fast. All right, Achak, we got some M&Ms. We got resistance. We got speed. And we got perception. Not even fully 16. We got crit rate, gauntlets, HP percentage, chest piece, and speed boots. Probably even can convert these over here to defensive percentage or HP percentage gauntlets here just to make them a little more tanky, survivable. But looking good so far for it. And he's also on my spider teams, spider stage 20, stage 25. So obviously good enough the way he's built, but we don't want that DPS damage on the spider fights. So we got Geomancer here. Check out his books as well. I'm pretty sure he's booked up fully. Yeah, and this guy was one of my very first books, fully booked up champions in the game. Fully mastered as well. And because the spider fight is so beneficial to your account that you want to get those spider like stages up. You want to hit the highest level you can as soon as possible. So Achak was one of my very first champions. I leveled up. No regrets. This guy's a beast. Got Geomancer next in the Savage gear. He's got this amazing passive, man. Stone Guard. Just love this thing. And pretty nice kit, too. So the A3 Quicksand Grasp. Just love this. Fills his champion's turn meter by the amount the target loses. Fully depletes the target's turn meter. That's nuts. We have him in crit rate gauntlets, HP percentage chest piece, and speed boots. Rector Drath, like I said, we got her in Relentless set. Got her in HP percentage gloves, resistance chest piece, and speed boots. She is fully booked up as well and fully mastered. Go check out Geomancer's masteries. Got him fully booked as well. Shatterbones. Oh, looks, here we go. This is probably one of the reasons why Shatterbones died. Someone took his chest piece. So sometimes I'm rearranging the gear and I go in there and I like take a piece off somebody and then don't go and replace it immediately. So, that's what happens sometimes. And then I don't even realize it when I do the fight and they're missing gear. I'm like, oops, my bad. So he's got a no chest piece. And let's see this, the gauntlets. Crit damage. His crit rate is very pathetic. Need to get the crit rate on him, but obviously I'm not overflowing in crit rate gauntlets over here in perception set. And what I really care about is his accuracy. I want to make sure that turn meter control is there. And then the speed boots. So we need to get him a new chest piece. Let's go ahead and find him one real fast. Oh man, I think I do have a attack chest, or I gave it to somebody else. All right, we'll give him another one later. Doesn't matter. All right, moving on to Uugo. We got her in a Relentless set with Perception. Pretty much almost 16'd out. Got her in HP percentage gauntlets, HP percentage chest piece, speed boots, and then we have her fully booked up and fully mastered. Now, Uugo, not the prettiest, kind of a beauty queen in her own right, but not the prettiest one around. One of the best in the game. Do not hesitate to book her up. Do not hesitate to level her up. Do not hesitate to use her all over the place. I mean, she's one of the most amazing champions for the Hydra boss, too. So, as far as in-game content goes, she's in the hard Doom Tower. We got her in the arena. We got her in the Hydra boss. Like, she can be used just about everywhere. Faction wars. You love this chick, Uugo. Make sure you level her up. Make sure you use her. Hopefully, you guys got through that Doom Tower pretty easily and don't require a lot of work. I was able to do it with this team, but I'm sure I could do it with tons of teams. We got Mordecai over here, Doom Priest. You could do just about anybody. We got interchangeable parts. DPS is DPS. Debuffers are debuffers. CC is CC. Heals are heals. So go ahead and use the guys you have. Don't necessarily focus on having the same champions as I do. Use the interchangeable parts. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take it easy. Peace.